All right, so starting. All right, guys, we are live, which means we're being recorded. We're used to that. I mean, we use cameras. All right, so let me switch over to whoa. All right, you might hear like a loop. Okay. All right, so what I have here is I'm actually on youtube.com and I can see myself maybe 5 seconds behind. This is trippy, man. And then I'm also looking at you guys on webcam. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look at the webcam. Can you guys see the chat? Like, there's our audience chat on the right side. Or maybe it's only on my feature because maybe I'm hosting it.
Don't believe
Yeah. Uh-oh, we have audience.
Uh-oh.
All right, cool. All right, so I'll leave the chat open. And then I'm gonna... Sorry, guys. My keyboard is on the same spot as my webcam. So if you see my giant hand, please excuse. I do a split screen here. Okay. All right, guys. So it's 5 o'clock, so we'll get started. We got a couple people joining here. That's kind of cool. We're making history, guys. Thanks.
We're doing it.
Sally, and I think Justin, someone named Justin's joining us later. So anyways, hey guys, I'm Say Park. You guys probably know me because I obviously invited you guys. We have Hayden here and we have Paul. Hayden is from New Zealand and Paul is from Florida, United States. So Hayden, what part of New Zealand are you from?
I'm from the North Island, Lower North Island.
Oh, nice. Must be beautiful, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How's the weather there today?
It's really nice. I've got a few shoots on today. Sunny blue skies, no wind.
Rub it in, Hayden. It's raining, cold in Washington, D.C. area. What about you, Paul, Florida, man? How's the weather there?
Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's perfect. You know, nice jeans weather. Could wear a short sleeve shirt. You know, can't really go wrong with it right now. I mean,
again, rub it in. I should invite someone from really cold weather. I think Evan is from he's from like way up there, Illinois, I think. So cool, man. So I just want to kind of get started on the topic. Obviously, we've been doing this Scott McKenna 30-day vlog challenge, and it's been I don't know, depending on when you start it. I think for me, I think it's like day 20 or 21. Hayden, when did you start?
I started on the 3rd New Zealand time.
Gotcha. And Paul, you too?
Today is day 22 for me. Today's video, so yeah.
Yeah, I made a mistake. So I made a video as soon as I saw it, rather than giving myself a little bit of time to make the first one. So I made mine at 11:57 a.m. night when I saw that video. So it's been like kind of tough because like every time I make my video due the next day, it's like always at midnight, and you pass a little bit of midnight, it's like, oh, I'm running late. So yeah, Justin says it's 14 degrees, 20 miles per hour wind. Yeah, Justin. Yeah.
Wow.
You, man. Yeah, it's super windy today for some reason. Yeah, it's same here, but not as cold as 14 degrees. So yeah, don't go outside, Justin. Cool. So I want to kind of explain to everybody why I didn't like invite everyone and like let the whole entire world know that we're doing this live thing. So we're kind of new to this. I'm definitely new to this. I didn't want to start something and invite like 400 people and be like, oh yeah, we don't know how to make this work, and I'm using a webcam and I look very pixelated. Yeah, a lot of my audience are Sony users, so they're really used to like 4K image, you know.
6K image downscaled to 4K. We all know
exactly. Yeah. Hayden, what camera you use?
I use the Canon 60 Mark II for all my
Nice.
YouTube videos and for all of my commercial work.
Nice, nice. And Paul used Panasonic, was it G95?
G85. Unfortunately,
85?
I'm the
95
only
is the
person that
future.
doesn't have good autofocus between the two of you.
Oh man, no, I mean, I used to use Canon. I was fine with doing manual focus. I'm just spoiled now. That's all. All right. So I'll start with Hayden. So how is the vlog challenge going so far for you?
It's going really well. I mean, there's a lot of things to learn. I think when I started, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to create, and I watched a lot of Gary Vee, and I kind of went with the document versus create. So I started to plan out how I would create content, well, document content. So I'd look at my day and what I would do. You know, I might be at a job, or I might be talking, or might be working with some camera gear. So I would kind of structure that daily video around that piece of equipment. So yeah, so it's been going really full time. You know, yesterday I had 3 videos. Today I have 2 more. So it's kind of hard to just juggle it all around. But it's definitely something that I really like doing. And yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're banging it out, man. I see you. I see the notification come. It's like Hayden has uploaded video. Hayden has uploaded video. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I think, do you upload like around the same time consistently? Is that right?
Yeah. So when I was in my first week, I think I was uploading around about 4 p.m. But since then, I've started to kind of leave it last minute, and now it's kind of just before midnight. Like just before the cut.
It's like I feel like back in college when online class 11:59 rolls in, you're like, upload. Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Paul? How's the challenge going?
It's going, man. It's definitely a challenge to, you know, manage your full-time job. I work 9 to 5, so typically I just come home and I try to film for like an hour, and then while my wife and I watch a movie at night or something, I will edit the video. And there have been a few nights where it's like, oh, barely got it up by midnight, you know. So it's definitely been a challenge, you know. And my wife's like, are you done with this challenge? And I'm so ready for you not to be editing every single night. I'm like,
oh man, yeah, so. My wife, she hasn't told me yet, but I'm sure she's probably thinking the same thing. So you guys know I have 2 kids, so it's a little bit different, I think, because I usually help a little bit with the kids, and now I'm like 100% not helping with the kids almost. Here and there I help. I mean, I try to take them out, and you see my daughter. But yeah, it's a challenge. Like your whole entire life kind of changes because I mean, we're not used to uploading every day. So when you do a challenge like this, like it just turns your whole entire video world upside down. And I guess that's why it's called challenge, not like easy, right? So was there, and you let me know, you don't have to answer this. I mean, it's a question that I have for a lot of people, because I think when you kind of do a challenge like this, the audience and your subscribers and people, they get to see you in a world that they've never seen you before, because you're basically showing them your life every single day. So you get to share a lot of private moments too. Was there any moments where you thought like, oh man, I'm not gonna make this challenge, like I'm about to like just drop out? Did you guys have moments like that?
Yeah, I mean, I did. It was kind of early. I think it was day 3 or 4 for me.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's because my wife's birthday, and I didn't want to, you know, film on my wife's birthday, and kind of get in the way of that. So, but what I ended up doing was I kind of just turned it into a video, because I was at Universal Studios all day. That was what she wanted to go to Universal for her birthday. So I kind of changed it into like, well, I'm going to carry my cell phone with me and just try to record moments with that, and just kind of turn it into a video. Like wherever you're going, you're going to record. You can always record something and document something, because we all have these cell phones that have decent quality. So that, you know, I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? And then I kind of thought through it. But, you know, there's been a few nights where my wife and I kind of, hey, you're going to edit tonight? She gets a little angry at me. I'm like, yeah, but she gets over it. I think she's mostly supportive. It's just, there's a few nights where she's like, I just would like for you not to edit tonight. But other than that, I mean,
she's telling the truth. Like, what about you, Hayden?
Yeah, so I found that as well. Trying to find the balance between work, doing YouTube, and family time. I think that the hardest part for me so far is, especially when I was doing like behind the scenes day, like a document on my day, was trying to work and think about the video as well at the same time, and what I'd say, what I'd kind of film. I haven't yet filmed any videos when I'm actually inside filming a property, because I don't think I've yet developed kind of the structure in my head to switch between work and then YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now they're very separate things. So it's trying to get a nice blend of them in my day to produce my work that I need to get done to get paid, but to also produce this content that I'm passionate about creating.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I mean, I think sometimes, yeah, I feel the same way. Like I don't know. Certain times I'm like bringing my camera. I'm like, yeah, this isn't right. So, I mean, I can't like just have my camera with me all the time at work either. Or you know, when I'm dropping my kids off at daycare, I'll be like, hey kids, look, I'm vlogging. So there's definitely that. And obviously, when you spend time with your family, because they, you know, most of my work is already with camera anyway, so I kind of have to put that camera away. So it's definitely a balance. But it's interesting to see, like, I mean, I try to keep up with a lot of people who's using the hashtag, right? Scott McKenna Challenge. And like, I try to watch them. And I have to be honest, like past 4 days, I've been missing out, guys. So I haven't watched like most recent contents for most people, but it's definitely cool how certain people are able to like incorporate their whole entire life into YouTube video and a vlog format. And it's just really natural for them. But some people, obviously, they feel a little bit more private and they don't show everything. But I think both formats are kind of cool. But I definitely, the coolest part for me on this whole challenge is kind of like getting to know people, and to kind of let the audience know a little bit. The two people I have on this chat right now, they're kind of cool in this way. So Hayden is from New Zealand, yet he was in DC, Washington, DC in 2017.
Yep.
And I was in Washington, D.C. for a whole entire month in July when he was here. I had to do this kind of like time lapse, like hyperlapse project for a whole entire month. I was there like almost every single day. I probably walked by you, dude. Maybe I ducked to like get a water bottle and like you passed by. So that probably happened. And Paul, cool because, and you guys, I don't know if you guys seen my Sony B Alpha event vlog, but basically, I signed up to go to this Sony event like in November, and Paul signed up around November, same time too. I had no idea I was gonna do this challenge. In January, I'll do this challenge, and Paul's saying like, "Oh, you going to the B Alpha event, dude? I'm gonna be there." So I actually met him in person. So I think that's kind of cool. I don't know. That's the exact reason why I have two of you guys on this chat. But you know, other than the fact that I probably watched two of your videos the most, so I feel like I know you guys a little bit more and ask you guys questions properly. I don't want that situation where, you know, something happened and I don't know about it because it's totally in your vlog and I'm talking about it or something. So I'm glad to have you guys on the chat. So man, so you guys can't see those comments coming in?
I pulled my phone up. I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just opened up a new tab so I can see them coming in.
Okay. Because I'm trying to like talk to you guys and pay attention to this at the same time. I know. You guys just
so Justin said there's an audio. Justin said there's an audio problem, and I think I know why. Because it looks like both of you are talking without headphones, so the speaker, your microphones are picking up the speakers. So. Just a heads up.
How does it sound on your end? Is it bad?
It sounds like it's kind of reverberating and making a loud, high pitched noise. I have in-ears in my ears right now. I'm using my band in-ears. So.
All right, let me see if I can mute the other side. Hold on. Yeah, so I muted the YouTube side, so it's only coming from the chat.
No, well, what's happening? Are you have you? Can you hear the people? Can we, when Bradley speaks, do you hear him in your speakers? When I'm speaking when I'm speaking now, am I coming through your speaker? I'm coming through your speakers, correct?
Yeah, I mean, you guys sound good on my end.
All right. Maybe it was just a YouTube window then.
Yeah, I think so. It sounds fine out to me.
I can reduce my volume a little bit. my volume's right here. That's better? Okay. Freddy says better. Thanks, Freddy.
We're new to this.
I did come prepared, guys. I have notes. So if you were, obviously we've never done a challenge like this. If you were to go back to like day one of the challenge, would you do anything differently? Because I think the hardest part, a lot of people say, is like the first couple of days. So Hayden, starting with Hayden, like, will you, if you were to go back from day one, would you do anything differently or same?
I think I'd do the same because it's all about the journey of learning. So I didn't really have a plan when I started, and
yeah,
I like that because since then I've started to develop what I want to create. And, you know, I've been playing around with ideas ever since. So it's kind of like this 30-day challenge allows me to kind of taste a whole bunch of different things and kind of see what I like doing and what I don't like doing. So yeah, so I think I would just do it the same.
Yeah, what about you, Paul?
I agree. I mean, I would do this. I'm kind of different. I'm not really going from the vlogging aspect too much. I mean, I mix it up a little bit, but I've been typically trying to do like a list of videos that I've always planned on doing, so to speak, like little gear reviews and such. So it kind of helped that I already had an idea of in my head. Okay, I got at least 10 videos that I know I can do for this 30-day challenge, and then the rest of them I'm kind of, you know, piecemealing them together or as I go. But yeah, I mean, I when you're doing a video every single day, I'm not sure there's anything differently I could possibly do than just keep to the grind. You know, I just you know, wake up, and if I don't have if I have to wake up early to get the video done, I will. But typically, I've found that this schedule typically will work for me. I just run home, film for like an hour, and then spend time with the family for 2 hours, and then edit. So
yeah, nice. I would say if I were to go back, and I don't mean it like, you know, it's not a regret thing or anything like that, but if I were to give advice to people who's starting out this challenge, maybe next year, right? I think the first day is so important that you should give yourself a little bit more time than making that video the same night. So I made the mistake of making, soon as I saw the video, I made the video within the next 2 hours, and then not that the 24-hour exactly is an important thing, because I think the important aspect is that you're creating content every day and you're creating content more than you're used to. I think that's the most important part. But to keep up with the formatting of 30 days, I mean, you do have to kind of upload every single day. So if your first video is at 11:57 a.m., I think it's a little bit more difficult to kind of keep that up the next day, because next day, as soon as you wake up, you got to start making content and editing the same deal. So I think that's a little bit different. Would you guys have any other advice for people who's gonna start a 30-day challenge in the future or who's currently doing it?
I'll go first. I think the advice that I would give is just to literally just start filming. Even if you don't upload, that's okay. I mean, when I did my first video, I literally just jumped in the deep end. I just filmed it and just posted it. And I'm kind of teaching myself that it's okay to post content that I don't think is perfect, because other people have their opinions on what perfection is. So yeah, so just really crack into it, just start doing it. And it's not a case of, I think it's all about the journey and learning rather than making it straight away, being an overnight success. It's you know, what we see with popular YouTubers like Casey Neistat or someone else of that kind of subscriber count is that we only see them when they have that amount of subscribers and that amount of views, not the 10 or 15 years of work that they've put in to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you should just jump into it, you know, be committed, and just have fun at the end of the day. Yeah.
What about you, Paul?
yeah, I mean, I just say this is definitely a learning process. So the best thing about this 30-day challenge to me is just kind of figuring out how everything is set up in my studio, how my lights are. I mean, usually I'm just sitting here, not recording stuff, trying to look at it on a monitor. But when you're put on a 30-day challenge, you're put on the pressure. You're just like, well, I'm going to get it out whether it looks perfect, and eventually I'm going to get it right. Like a few videos of mine, my autofocus was a little off my face. Didn't realize it on the little small monitor, and finally figure out a setup that works. And then it's just going with the grind. You gotta when you put the work in, eventually you're going to get it right. And I think just posting content up on here has just been helping just keep that momentum going. And people say that the upload button is very addicting. It is, but so that really helps keep the challenge going too. But it definitely helps with the workflow, figuring out what works for you. I mean, the 30 days, we're not all going to be doing this every single day once this challenge is over, I'm sure. I mean, maybe some people will, but it'll at least give us a mindset of what it takes to produce videos, and also teach us, like he said, not everything needs to be completely perfect when you're posting it on YouTube.
No, I know what you mean. Speaking of perfect, Hayden, did you have a video light in your? You got a video light over there. You're such a video.
Well, it was a bit dark, so I thought,
I do too. I have one pointing at me right now.
Well, you guys have like this. You have green and blue lights behind you, Paul, and then
this green light is a mistake, guys. So I put this green light back in the day before the video days, and green is like the worst color of light you can put on your face, because there's a reason why green screen is green. It cancels everything out. It's supposed to relax your eyes, but on the video side, whenever I do video, it's like I already have a Sony which has a really kind of greenish tint to it. Yeah, it's really hard on color grading. I'm getting with that this year. So yeah.
Come on, man. Green's the best color of all.
Is it? Oh, hey, you got green, but you're balancing with blue though, so you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, you're matching your chair too.
Oh yeah, everything in this room is green. The wall is green, so every time I light this room, like I get this green reflection. So yeah, it's definitely not my first choice anymore. So yeah, I mean, I think if I were to tell someone who's starting a 30-day vlog challenge, or anyone who's just starting a vlog, I think there's that moment in your head, there's a doubt, right? Especially like after first couple of days, you're like, oh man, this is hard. Like, I'm not sure if I'm good enough for this. Or you see other people and you're like, oh man, that person is creating so much better content. Like I get discouraged. And I think the important thing is you have to constantly like remind yourself why you're doing it. And the reason should be not that you're creating content better than someone else. It's more like, you're just gonna force yourself to like become better. I don't know about you guys, but to me, this feels like a class. Like, I feel like this class is taught by Scott, and he's uploading videos and kind of like encouraging us here and there, and that's kind of awesome. So I feel like this whole entire thing is I'm taking this crash course of 30 days, and whether you fail or not, you usually take a class, and if you pay for it, which is our time, you have to finish at a certain point. So I think it's taught me so much in such a short amount of time. I would encourage people to kind of like just face it and just start creating. And then a lot of times you film it, and during the filming you're like, oh, this thing sucks. And then when you get into the editing, you're like, okay, I could work with this. And I think it really forces you to edit well, because you're not planning the whole entire thing so precisely to a point where your editing is so smooth. It's like you have some rough content a lot of times, and you're like, all right, you sit down and you start to edit. And you're like, all right, I'm getting better at editing and cutting. So it's taught me a lot more editing than filming even, and kind of like being self-aware and being confident around like public speaking and all that stuff. So it's really cool. If anyone's watching this way in the future, I would highly, highly encourage doing at least a 30-day vlog challenge. 365, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can recommend that. But yeah. So let me ask you guys, do you feel like I don't know, was there a technique or anything that you guys been doing that I don't know if you're using like Twitter or like Instagram to like kind of gain more audience to kind of like push you along, or you guys been doing anything like that?
I use Twitter and Instagram totally.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm lucky. I work at a school, and it's a bunch of middle school students. So I think I gained a lot of subscribers that just because they found out their tech guy is a YouTuber, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I want to friend this guy because he's gonna be famous one day."
Man, wait till your whole school finds out. Oh man.
They're like, "Hey bro, we're gonna get you to 1,000 subs so you can turn on the ads." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Well, your name's pretty simple, so I think people can definitely like just find you on YouTube. Hayden, what is your real last name? Smeedy?
No, it's Hayden Smith. But
okay.
Hayden,
but that's pretty easy to spell too. Like whenever I tell people like, "Hey, what's your YouTube channel?" I'm like, "It's Say Park," and they're like, "Huh?" So I have hard time. I need to come up with a better name, I think, guys.
Yeah.
If you guys have any suggestions, please DM me.
All I do is just SAY Park, right?
Say
So you mean to purposely misspell my name?
Say Park? I don't know.
Yeah. And then my Instagram name is say_what park. That's even worse. People think I'm actually SAY. Yeah, Say Park's taken on Instagram, guys. Can you believe that?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everything is taken on Instagram. I think anything clever, if you think you type it on Instagram, it's like taken. Anyway, sidetracked there a little bit. So this was kind of cool, guys. I definitely enjoyed this chat thing and the YouTube live aspect of it. Yeah, I didn't think because I think I scheduled it like 2 hours before we went on air, and I can't believe there's people on here. So it's pretty cool. Hey guys, if you showed up on this chat and this YouTube live, thank you guys. It's pretty awesome. So here's what's up, Philip? So here's the thing. So this kind of was like my initial like, how does this work, and kind of like making sure maybe next time I have better webcam and headphone or something. But I am definitely interested in doing this again. And I kind of wanted to like open it to people. So if you guys on this chat and on this live stream, if you're interested in having this conversation about Scott McKenna's 30-day vlog challenge, let me know. I don't know if you guys want to open up yourselves too. I definitely want to like have a good conversation going too. So yeah, let us know. Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right. So any last thoughts?
Keep at it, guys. Keep it. We only have like most people only have around 10 days max left. So we're over halfway, definitely almost at the last quarter of it. So keep it going.
Yeah. I don't even know how many I have, dude. I think something happened to me last night. I'm about to upload to YouTube what happened to me last night. I think like I'm a day and a half behind. But not that that's important. I kind of want to celebrate with you guys. When you guys are all celebrating, I don't want to be like, I'm still editing. I got to upload this. So I'm definitely going to catch up. But yeah, definitely.
Just keep posting.
He says 5 days. Dude, you're a machine, man. I see your videos and it's like 10 minutes long. And like, whoa, how did he edit that fast? All right. Any last thought from you, Hayden?
I think that's basically it, really. But what are you guys? What's your plan after the 30-day challenge? Have you had any thoughts of what you'd like to do, or yeah, where would you like to?
I've been dreaming about that day, Hayden. I'm definitely gonna not make a video for like a couple of days at least. So I think definitely go back to like spending time with family, because I think they understand and they're so supportive. But at the same time, I know I definitely owe them some time, and I kind of miss them in a different way that I want to kind of spend time without the camera. So I'm doing that, and maybe go watch a movie. Oh, and watch everybody's 30-day vlog challenge. That's what I'm gonna do. What about you guys?
I might switch to doing. I know I'm going to try to do at least one video a week, but I thought after this challenge, since we do them every single day, I should be able to do 2 videos a week. Really, after this challenge, but
right,
I'm going to try at least one. I think one is doable. That was my goal for 2019 before Scott did the whole 30-day challenge anyway. So this was just a way to boost me into getting me into a routine of actually recording regularly, and then switch it up to like one day a week at least. It would be good.
What about you, Hayden? What's your plan?
I don't really know at this stage, but I feel like what's going to happen is in the next 8 videos I'm going to be making, I think I'll start to get into the habit of just making a video every day. I feel like I've already kind of done that, but I feel like I'll get more addicted and get it more into my routine. So I feel like I can continue to do daily, but I may want to switch out to doing a couple of videos or a few videos a week. Yeah.
Awesome. Brady is asking, Paul, what's your channel name?
It's just Paul Feinberg.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably link. I try to put their channel information somewhere on here. I put it as a card. I don't know if it's gonna show up when we end this call, but when this video is uploaded to YouTube, I'll basically put everybody's channel on the description, so you'll have that. Yeah, it's definitely cool. Oh, well, thanks for joining me, guys. This is kind of awesome. It's like combining YouTube and phone call at the same time.
Hey, this counts as my video for today.
I mean, hey, man, I'm struggling right now to upload. Yeah, basically what happened, guys, last night, YouTube had a little hiccup and it would not upload my video. And I had to spend several hours trying to troubleshoot it. But that story is going to be on my blog. So watch that.
hit the notification bell so you know when it comes out.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, thanks, guys. We're gonna end it here, but we can probably watch this again when it comes up on our YouTube channel, and then we can say, "Oh, is that what I sound like when I'm on the phone?" So, all right. Thanks everybody for joining too. All right, guys.
Nice to meet you all.
See you guys.
Later.